Boond Soch ki ttalk, train of thought with a series of an episode with the experts from the industry. Normally, ttalk takes an initiative to invite the experts on this platform to share their life experience and the expertise as the relevant industry which is concerned, so that the target audience can draw and meaningful learning out of it. And there are the various areas to what we have touched upon, let it be finance, marketing, advertisement, women empowerment, young achievers, and the various diversified topics which are there. Today, we'll be talking more in terms of as far as the finance industry which is concerned. Indian financial service sector typifies the progress and the opportunity of its economy. The sector will grow rapidly out of 2035, driven by the rising income on the heightened government on financial inclusion and the digital adoptions. And India's digital payment could pass $1 trillion in 2030. India is a diversified financial sector undergoing the rapid expansion both in terms of a strong growth and the existing financial services and the new entities entering the market. There are the various sectors which are there, the finance which are concerned, let it be commercial banking, insurance company, non-banking financial companies, and then cooperatives of pension funds and the mutual funds entities which are there and many more like. So today on this platform we are having Dr. Pradip Mitra. For 25 years he has been into an finance industry. Sir, welcome to Boond Soch. Thanks a lot for spending valuable time and being part of this show.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. A brief introduction. For 25 years Dr. Pradip Mitra has been there in corporate and into an academia, and he has been part of various companies like Motilal Oswal Securities, then he was with Religare and with Andhra Tea Securities. And he had worked on a various portfolio management services and the stock broker in the financial aspects. And also he has been teaching for more than 13 years, more into the SAPM, derivatives and the international finance. And also he had published various research on the international papers, and also he had done his PhD from Birla Institute of Technology, and he is accredited management teacher, AMT recognized by AIMA. Sir, welcome to ttalk, and in fact it's an excellent for 25 years you have been there into the finance industry. I'm sure like the major exposure you have seen both the aspects of the corporate and the academia world. Now, for the benefit of a target audience, can you share your experience from the college till the first job?
Okay, so basically I'll start with my higher secondary exam, because higher secondary exam I had given in science, and my ambition was to go for this medical or biology.
Okay.
But then I met with my professor, so they said that for in India, so possibly that biomedical research will be a constant in your career. That's not like today the progress it has happened. It was not that point of time same. So then they asked me to go for this commerce subject. So you go with the commerce, and you do the MBA and other professional qualifications. So,
but were your parents pushing you more towards science ही करना है?
No, it was my choice have the biology as my career. Like I was planning for zoology as a subject or physiology as a subject. But then when I got this mentoring from my professors, those professors are actually from chemistry and physics. So they said ki, I think you should go with this particular area, commerce area, and rather go for the management courses. So then I started my graduation. I graduated from honors graduate from Calcutta University. After that I have got my management degree from Institute of Engineering Management, Kolkata. And I took the finance as my specialization. So over the period of study, because I did not have exposure of finance so far, it was basic commerce subjects, like you have all those vanilla type of subjects, like you have costing, you have taxation, you have accounting. So then it was financial services. So when I saw the contents and I saw my area, then I found myself better in this particular area to have the specialization. So then I shifted to this. I took the specialization in finance.
In finance, okay.
And then I did my other courses. But while I have taken that finance as my career, in the third semester, I got an opportunity in a company in Kolkata. So I started my career with leasing and hire purchase business. So there, mostly I was dealing with the car finance and plant and equipment finance and all those things. So it was basically on the credit side area. Like I go for the credit appraisal of the companies, submitting reports, visiting all that.
I see.
And then after that I shifted to Gujarat. So this was in Calcutta, so my father got transferred. I shifted to Gujarat and I got an opportunity in a finance company. And finance company, rather it was a stockbroking company. So kind of investment advisory firm called Growth Avenues Limited at Surat. So I started. And within 1 year or 2 years, I could get all those things, because that was the time when the NSE started his automated trading, screen-based trading to transform to the automated trading. So we are the first player to demonstrate in the South Gujarat, demonstrate on the automated trading. And that particular company was my first company where I started this investment advisory role.
Dr. Pradip, tell me, once you started your career, you took plunge into finance, back of your mind while getting into for an interview, was the package behind your mind that I should get X package or the salary, or the profile you have given more weightage to?
No, actually, when I started at that point of time, package was not a concern for me. So one of my teacher told that you should start with a company where you get more exposure of work. So if you go for a big company, then you get a limited exposure. You are actually looking at a specific area. But these are the companies we had got a very good client base in Surat, and we had that particular company 100 crores of turnover a day. So I started as a relationship manager there.
I see.
And then I grew up and I reached to, I was heading the division after 3 years of working there, and got twice a Best Employee Award in terms of my performance. So it's basically a package is not concerned. That point of time it was not concerned for me because what I was looking at to learn more. Because those are the areas was not covered in our finance, in specialization. I came to know about the equity derivatives, these trading platforms, how it is used. So I started with learning those things, trading and all. Because in Kolkata,
while on the job itself.
In Gujarat, even the students, student level, they all know about the share market. Our Calcutta is a different hub, so we are more concerned with doing a job and kind of thing. So basically, that kind of exposure of equity market, derivatives, mutual funds, and soon I started writing articles on mutual funds. There was a later published called Growth Trek. So I used to go for this writing for those mutual fund columns or debt market columns. And also I appeared in different phone-in programs. So our institute had a tie-up with that Surat television channel. So every week, twice we used to come in the TV, where the client is to call us. We call phone-in. They ask us live questions. So mutual fund was a part where I used to answer. We had one research analyst in equity used to answer on the different companies. And then slowly I started developing the interest in equity market. And then, a lot of compliance thing came, like you have to go for the certification and all. So then I started taking the certification exams. Because
while being on the job
that was the compliance part. But out of my interest, I had given lot of certification exams. So at present I'm holding 16, 17 certification.
Oh, 17 certification exams which you are holding now. Great.
So though everything was not part of my area, we used to have only the derivatives and this. But I always had interest to make some more progress in doing the certifications, because in industry they always prefer your CV get enriched.
Correct.
Like when you do this kind of certification. So I started doing that.
Good. I think it's a great insight to what we're getting from Dr. Pradip Mitra. Like basically in 12th science, he wanted to get into science and maybe into engineering or different profession which are there. But I think he got an advice to get into an finance, and he enrolled himself for an BCom. He completed his BCom, and he took his first plunge into an organization, not looking in terms of an package, but in terms of making his career more strong as for finance which is concerned. And then I think in the entire journey he had almost 16 certification as for finance which are concerned. I think if the ttalk audience, the youngsters today, the MBA who are listening to Dr. Pradip Mitra, I'm sure like it's when we talk in terms of building up the base more stronger, you need to get into the value addition and you need to be a self-starter. I think there's a very good insights to what we're getting from Dr. Pradip Mitra's journey and the story. Do catch up with him in our next episode of ttalk with Boond Soch ki. Till then, go to www.ttalk.net, subscribe and like the channel as much as you can. So thanks a lot for being part of the show. Thank you very much.